What would be great is I want to fight in Thailand too. If I could fight here again so people could see, and then I go fight in Thailand. If my send off is I have a fight in Thailand, that's how I want to do it.
Let's fight in December. Sweaty Cop, welcome to this episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai Podcast here at TEEP Studios. I have the pleasure of having Coach Connor here on the podcast today. It's Mike.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, man. Just went over, we grabbed food. You're in town with work. So I was like, hey, let's get you on the podcast. It's like 9:30 at night right now, too.
Night owl. It's not a big deal.
You're a night owl?
Big time.
Since I moved out here to the desert, I've been going to bed a lot earlier because you have to.
Because it's hot.
It's hot as fuck, dude. It's like 110 right now. And
not doing a good job selling me on moving here, dude.
It was only for
to expand the Muay Thai empire.
It's terrible. It's terrible
in the desert.
It's terrible in Arizona for like a couple months.
Yeah,
but honestly, it's not bad.
The rest of the time, it's heaven on earth, right?
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, very nice. So the big thing though is getting up early so that way you can go be outside and do outdoor stuff.
That makes sense.
Like, and you get to like a desert sunrise and desert sunset is pretty fucking epic. Like, I know Ventura is supposed to have like one of the nicest sunsets. Not to get all soft here, but desert's pretty fun.
I believe you. I've seen Star Wars. I've seen the Tatooine.
That was too neat. That was
the binary sunset. That was the best part of A New Hope.
I think that's the first Star Wars reference that's been done.
Yeah. Come here, move out to Arizona. Luke Skywalker out.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker is in, dude. Yeah, you come out here, Luke Skywalker's dog.
Yeah.
And I'll say, Connor, I am your father. But, you know, right here, we grab some food over at True Food Kitchen. So over at Scottsdale Quarter, you got to see a little bit like different than where the tournament it was a couple of years back when you got here in Arizona last.
Yeah, when I came out here to fight, it was not the nicest area of town.
No, there was.
But I pretty much went back and forth between the hotel I was staying at and the hotel we were competing at.
Yeah. Anybody, like, if that's your perception of like Arizona, it's like, you fucking like it out there?
Yeah, I know.
So they, like crackheads and everything.
Yeah, no, literally. It was like, you know, for every like 4-corner intersection, 3 of the corners were occupied by crackheads.
Yeah, straight up, dude. Given there's still not in Scottsdale, but like in areas of Phoenix, as I'm sure you've known, because you've been here a few times now. It's definitely, you know, big city vibes. But what's funny about it is like, so this street right here is Shea. Mm-hmm. So Shea Boulevard goes all the way through like Phoenix. So like Shea Boulevard can get up too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It goes all the way over to like the west side of the valley. So it's funny how they grid out the whole city and everything. But yeah, we were talking about a little bit about the new academy and stuff.
Yeah.
On Instagram, like when I see you guys posting it, I'm like, dude, what the fuck were these motherfuckers at? And I'm like,
oh wait, that's
our gym.
Yeah, that's our new academy. Yeah, that happened to me. It's like it was after the first class that I took there, and then I saw like a clip of like a couple people. I didn't even know if I recognized anyone in it, but immediately I was like, what's this gym? Like every time I see a new gym pop up on Instagram, I was like,
what is this?
Who's that? Are they good? Can we beat them up? And I was like, oh wait, no, that's us. Like that's Coach Zach and Vinny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's our cool gym.
Yeah. That's our new home.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was there this past weekend, just camped out there because there's like, I needed to like spend time. Like I spent time in the space when it was empty. Mm-hmm. To figure out where everything was going to be at. Like we just spent like hours there. Just, okay, how's everything going to be laid out? And then, you know, I spent like, you know, 3 12-hour days just being there, just to like figure out what needs to get done and kind of figure out the action plan and like, okay, did our layout actually work? And it actually did. I was like, fuck yeah. Like this is,
dude, it's nice.
Yeah. You're always wondering like after.
Super nice.
Yeah. Well, after, thank you, man. I'm stoked you're a part of it.
Thanks.
So, the big thing with it too is like for the old location we're at, for anybody that doesn't know, we were there for 10 years. All right. You know, one of the students, they came up to me like, just so you know, I loved the old gym, but I felt like we're in the back of a dive bar, which I'm fine being in the back of a dive bar.
Yeah.
This feels much more like.
Yeah. This is like a legit location. It's super nice.
Yeah. I'm very, like this space didn't exist also. Because, you know, it just got like, they just finished building it.
Really?
Yeah, they just finished. So
I just assumed that it's been there forever.
No, well, the building, like the inside and everything got completely redone. They completely gutted the whole place because it was a different building.
So that's why the HVAC wasn't working when we moved in, because it was so new.
Because it was turned off, like, and they had the dampers closed and everything like that.
Okay.
So, which I learned in this office. So, like here, like during the summer, that's where the sun sets. It just cooks in here.
Yeah.
Right. And I told them, man, you guys gotta turn my AC on. I'm like, we have it turned up. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, can you just let me in the office where the thermostat's at? And there's a little thing that says close. So I'm like, see that switch up there? It says close. Can I just flip it? They're like, I'm like, I'm just gonna flip it, fix it. After 3 months of like suffering in here.
Yeah, and the first couple training sessions in there were like pretty sweaty.
It's like hot yoga.
Yeah, and then my wife was there, and she was like, "Man, it's hot in there," and I'm like, "It's Muay Thai. Like, what do you expect?" It's like I've been to places that are smaller and hotter, and they put space heaters on the edges of the mats just to make it like Thailand.
This is good to know, though, that it can get nice and warm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, imagine when we turn the heat on.
Yeah, I know. There you go. Getting cooking in there.
But part of the reason is like it's just a better the seal on the back door. It's not going to be flooding.
Yeah.
And all that stuff in there. Better roof. Everything's new. So it just made it much easier for us to kind of build out. The landlord is like, reasonable guy. And so he helped out with some of the build out and stuff like that too. And just like I said, like I'm looking forward to like the next decade at this place.
Dude, it seriously couldn't have come at a better time. Like I was just telling you this. I'm not, necessarily, I'm not looking at the books on the business side and seeing what the student count is and what the average retention is. But, it feels like the culture in the academy is at an all-time high. If you use the competition team as a proxy for how well things are going, we've got more people competing than we ever did before. We have more people ready to compete than we've had before. We have people showing interest in it. When I first joined, it was like
right when COVID happened.
Yeah, it was right when COVID happened. And despite that, there was like a pretty solid group of people like meeting up to like work on sparring and competition prep and stuff like that.
Hard cleaning.
And it's been, yeah, exactly. But there's like an ebb and flow to it. And right now it's like, you need a team to compete because you can't have just one guy sparring with only 2 people to get ready. Iron sharpens iron. And
you can, but it's not. You can't do.
It's not ideal. Yeah,
no.
Like I've done it.
I've done it too.
Yeah, exactly. Like I did it at a gym where I was the only person there that competed ever because it wasn't a Muay Thai gym.
Oh, it was with your Krav Maga.
Yeah. It was when I was teaching.
I think we might have actually talked about this in one of the old episodes. For those that don't know,
yeah,
kind of been on the podcast once,
twice solo and then once with the group.
Yeah, because we did in Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been for sure.
That was 2021 or 2022.
Yeah, it's like at least 2 years. Since the last I was outside.
It's been a while. So with the space, like you're saying, to see it grow, like we've been trying. This is what we were trying to do right before COVID happened. This was supposed to be 2000.
I remember that.
Yeah, this was supposed to be 2020, right? But it's okay. Like I said, this building didn't even exist back then.
Yeah.
So the fact that they got this building, they renovated it, did all this stuff, is like, hey, we now have this badass new building that we can move into. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, it's an ideal space.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
And for it to only be like 3 blocks away from the old location.
Yeah.
It was easy.
That's why the parking's better too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Better parking. That's a hot topic in California in general. So, got the boxing ring back up too, which is like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That was
really nice.
Yeah. It's nice to have just cohesive space. Also, like for you guys to hang out there too. Like, so we have actual space. Like, there's an actual walkway.
Yeah.
So
you can go to the back without having to take your shoes off.
Yes.
There have been times that I left and I forgot a water bottle in there, and I was dreading going back, and I'd stand at the edge like a vampire, and I'd be like, "Hey, Coach Steven, can you grab my keys, my water bottle for me, please? Like, I don't want to take my shoes off."
And go all the way back. Like I'm ready to go. Yeah, and it's just, and having the office, having a little break room and stuff like that too. It's better for the students, better for the staff and the team. Like when I was hanging out there for 12 hours, I didn't feel like it was like, like went by fast. Yeah. Didn't feel like it was 12 hours. The other place, if there's people coming in and out of there, like you get drained because there's no place to just like shut the door and just kick your feet up.
Totally. No, it's super nice. Like I'm grateful that we have the setup that we do, and I'm excited to see what we can do with the team now that we have
even more
space, better tools, things like that.
Yeah, we did a lot in that one space, man. We got multiple national titles, fought Thailand, fought in China, fought in Canada, Mexico, all over the US. Like, I think it's just going to kind of just
take off.
Going.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So, and speaking of like the competition, definitely, I feel like the easily TEEP semi-contact events.
Yeah.
Really kind of played into that too, because it's right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the fact that we've been hosting semi-contact competitions has been great because, I mean,
I know you're talking on the semi-contact.
Yeah, well, you know this too. It's like semi-contact is a double-edged sword because if you are going to go on to compete in full contact, that is going to count towards your record in a way.
Yeah.
For sure, if you're fighting in a tournament like the USMTO, without necessarily giving you the same amount of experience as fighting full contact. But like for the people that's the level of competition that they're going to taste, and that's it. Like, it's great to have it right there.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to drive down to Carlsbad or somewhere else.
Yeah. Or
to make this happen.
Or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's right in the backyard, and it's accessible like for the people that are going to compete full contact. Like, we can throw them in there, and I felt like it was a bigger investment to take somebody that far to go compete and to get them interested in it. And so we would probably spend a little too long building them up. And now it's like, hey, like if we can look at someone, it's like, you don't have to be training forever to be like, all right, enough, like go in there and get some experience.
Yeah, go get the experience. And then it also for the people that maybe don't have the confidence, and you can like allow them to gain some confidence and like realize like, hey, dude, you can go do full contact stuff. Like,
it makes viewership easier for more people too.
Well, the last event sold out.
Did the first one not?
The first one did.
Oh, no kidding.
No, we had more people at this one.
Really?
There was way more.
That's awesome.
One. So with
I didn't know that there was a cap to it. I didn't know
there is. Yeah, the cap is I believe 747 people. So we sold out. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So that because it includes the coaches, the fighters,
sure,
right, and everybody.
Everyone traveling to watch. Yeah.
So it was just like it was very much like a good thing. That's on the third event.
I like that it's making us more of a mainstay, like staple of the community too.
Yeah,
like it's part of like the Ventura scene.
Now Ventura is like there's a Muay Thai thing there.
Yeah,
it's fucking cool.
When are we gonna start doing full contact in that?
Well, that's one of the things that's coming up actually. So, we actually got a title sponsor. So it's gonna be easily TEEP, number 4, presented by Ghost Brand.
Okay,
so it's
like the protein brand.
No, it's different. It's different. It's spelled like GH and then like the letter 0.
Okay.
ST and then brand. So I have to I'll get it down in the show notes for anybody's listening out there. But it's stuff, dude. It's like it's all made in Thailand. Like the best quality stuff. Like,
so it's training gear.
Yeah, it's training gear. And they also like, with like nice Muay Thai shorts, but it's different. It's kind of like the Gucci belt of Muay Thai gear.
I love to do. That's my jam.
This is
why like I'm such a weird gear nerd. Like I have to have the stuff.
Yeah.
That's like I had Yokow gear at a Krav Maga gym in like 2019, and it's like now everyone has it. So like, all right, gotta get rid of it. Gotta get something else.
So this is the one. So they have.
I spent forever trying to get like booster gear or stuff that
you couldn't get.
Because you only buy it in Europe, or Thailand.
So
and I never got it. This hands on.
This stuff is doing. I guess they're going to be doing pop up only. Like you can't get it online.
You're going to get me some, right?
Well, they're going to be at the East.
I'm due for a new set of shin guards. Hey, gloves, my lace up gloves that I won a national championship.
Yeah,
I have recently split, like the back split open into foams. The foam's coming out.
Yeah, these ones. So this is what they did. Is like the liner of like shin pads.
Yep,
they're just usually like black or some. So you put like neoprene and you put like these really cool designs that covers the whole shin guard in through that too.
Okay.
So it's very unique stuff I didn't really see. Same thing with the gloves, like the liner of the glove has designs and everything in it. So it's just like, it has a very unique, like, touch to it. And it's like, there's like, of course, Asian art inspired. Yeah. Some that are just like more like art pieces. Yeah. More or less. And same thing with the shorts. They have like a whole collection with it. But I'm super stoked. So shout out to Ghost Brand for making that happen, because doing that is going to allow us to start working towards that full contact. Yeah. Because that's the goal, is to have full contact Muay Thai in Ventura, like legit. And the Spencer McKenzie's, they do like the cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
So I guess LFA Legacy Fighting Alliance, they're doing LFAs at Ventura Fairgrounds. the day before our next TEEP event. They just announced it a few days ago.
Really?
Yeah. So I told the guys from Ghostbred, I'm like, hey, you're going to be out here. Maybe hit them up too. Cause you're there in town. And a bunch of the people that train at his gym, train at the guy's gym out in New Mexico. He's friends with like Carlos Condit and all those guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if like they have somebody out there that's going to be competing anyways. So yeah, but going back onto it too, of course I'm going to be there flying that shit out the night before everybody's cars at the fairgrounds. There you go. Good. Hey, you're in town. Might as well come watch some fights, you know? Cause like I wouldn't be surprised if some of those guys' gyms would be interested in actually coming since they're going to be there already. Totally. So that's what I'm going to try to figure out who's on that card and stuff like that and kind of that will push towards them. But definitely the community getting behind Muay Thai and realizing like there's something that I didn't have growing up in Ventura. We didn't have this. Yeah. Everybody surfed, they skated. If you didn't do one of those two things, exactly, you're probably doing drugs or you moved out of town. Like that was your options as a teenager, or do like playing punk rock and a mixture of all the things. So to have like another outlet for kids and like the youth and like have like a different path that's positive is super fucking cool. Even just a place to go watch, right? And hang out in like a positive environment. Cause even like the full contact, we're not going to do like the whole ring card girls thing or anything either. Yeah, you don't need to. No, we want to make it like family friendly. Usually they're pretty gross anyway, so. Damn. Yeah. The first couple fights that I fought. Can I make you the ring card guy? The ring card guy? Yeah, it like put it. I don't know. Put it down. If you're watching this on YouTube, put it down if you want to see colors. Yeah, no. Rings. You can put it in your jorts. Pass. You can wear your jorts. Like jorts? Yeah. Jorts. You can wear your jorts. So you can put a little bow tie on. They do fit. Yeah. They don't look enough like jorts. We'll put a tuxedo shirt on you. There you go. Yeah. So, you know, like there's some things to flesh out with Ryan Carroll on that too, but that's definitely on the chopping block. We're talking about the beginning of next year. Yeah. So 2026. We'll see. Like, I hope that happens. I think it will. There's no reason right now why it shouldn't, but as we know, things change. Fucking roofs collapse and shit like that. Yeah. So knocking on some wood on that. You know, with that too, with Eastley TEEP, you know, thanks for your help on those too. But of course. What's next for you, man? I mean, you grew up doing Krav Maga, which we were talking about. I had Paul Revlin, shout out to Rev Year. He came up and talking about it because he's a Krav Maga guy, right? Yeah. You said he invented a pad. I think he created the tombstone pad. Is that the one you hold like on the side? Yeah, exactly. Right? And it's got like the face of it is like half of a hexagon, where it's got like the flat surface that you strike directly, but it also it's like angled away on almost like an uppercut bag would be, right? Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like an uppercut bag, but it's like totally symmetrical. Yeah. Yeah. So I think he designed that for Krav Maga Worldwide, which is one of the organizations that certifies people to teach Krav Maga nationwide. Internationally. That's called Krav Maga Worldwide. So like when I started training, I trained at a gym that was a Krav Maga Worldwide gym in Connecticut, and the guys that I had trained with there had some like strong backgrounds in other martial arts, because one of them had been in for so long. I think back in the day, to get into Krav Maga and to be an instructor, you had to have a black belt in some other martial art. Oh shit! So he was like a second degree Taekwondo black belt. That's how you got. There's an old guy named his name, not that old, but his name was Tom. He was like the best. And I remember like you'd spar with him and he would just like throw axe kicks like directly in front of your face. He'd be like, I'm never ever going to touch anyone with this. But he'd just be like, hey, look what I see. This is there. Kind of, yeah. And it was super cool. And then the guy that I trained with the most, he now runs his own school in Connecticut. His name is Britt. And he had like a really strong Muay Thai background. Like when I first started teaching Krav Maga, I taught his classes when he left to go spend a month in Thailand to train out there. Huh. So when I ended up coming out to California, I trained and I taught again at the Krav Maga Worldwide headquarters in Los Angeles. And I was still very into Muay Thai. So I took for a while, I did get a chance to do just straight Muay Thai, and I fought twice. And then I took my third fight. I organized it all on my own while I was teaching at Krav Maga. Yeah. So I was like going up to different instructors and be like, do you want to be a corner man? Do you want to be a corner man? Like I filled out their registrations. I was like, I'm at the weigh-in. I'm like, text me a picture of your driver's license. Like I did it all. Man, talk about these people nowadays don't realize what it like. the kind of shit that we all had to do.
Dude, I wanted to fight so bad.
Yeah,
I wanted to fight so bad. I hadn't fought in a couple years. And,
but
like,
the
and also
fact that,
I was...
the fact that you went out of your way to figure out what you needed to do to go register them.
Yeah, I did. Like, I negotiated the weight and the rules with the promoter. Like, literally, I was like, I want to fight at 145. I want to fight Muay Thai rules. And he was like, well, I got a guy. He'll do he'll do this weight. And then he's like, Muay Thai rules are good. And then they switched to kickboxing. And I was like, I'm already agreeing to fight at a heavier weight. I want elbows. Like, I want to throw elbows and I want to clinch.
Yeah.
I don't want to do K1 rules. It's like, okay, well, I got this other guy. He'll do what you want, but he's at 140. And I was like, screw it. I'll cut the extra weight. Fine.
Yeah.
So I weighed in at 138.9 and I fought that guy.
Yeah. And to anybody out there that might be listening, it is a terrible idea if you have a coach.
Yeah.
Anything like that. I don't think it's necessary. There's enough Muay Thai out there where you can find
exactly. Yeah. You should
but this was not that long ago where there wasn't a whole lot of opportunities out there in places where you could train that had, knew what the fuck they were doing when it came into this stuff.
Yeah.
There wasn't. So,
the only reason I even knew to reach out to this guy was because I had fought for his show when I was with the gym, a Muay Thai gym. And he like messaged me afterwards and it was a short notice fight. And he was like, hey, like he messaged me afterwards, like, hey, thanks for coming in and saving that. That was awesome because like my fight was entertaining to watch. Cause I went forward and I tried to rip people's heads off.
Yes.
And so I messaged him afterwards and I was like, hey, I want to fight. I want this. I want to and I negotiated all that. I did the nutrition and I was at a Krav Maga gym. So not at a Muay Thai gym. So I was driving 40 minutes to Sherman Oaks or more than that to train and get all this stuff set up. And
so for anybody that says, wow, it's 15 minutes of drive for half hour. I always like to run you. Dude, I used to drive to North Hollywood from Ventura like multiple times a week.
And part of the reason I was motivated to do it was because like there's not like a big culture of competing in Krav Maga because it's not a competitive sport.
No, it's self-defense.
And there are some people that maybe have like backgrounds in doing some stuff, but I was like, I'm teaching all these people. I want to show them. They're like, hey, I'll step up in front of you and I'll go try to kill someone that's trying to kill me. And that was great. And that's the great thing about our academy now. It's like, I don't think you can point to a single coach that we currently have that hasn't competed in Muay Thai.
No, all of them have.
Yeah, they all have.
Yeah, they all have.
And I think all of them in full contact too. Maybe one of them.
Not Steven.
Not Steven.
Yeah, he's
so young. He's got his whole fight career ahead of him.
Yeah, so it's definitely in the cards for him, though.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's working towards it.
Yeah.
It comes into that. You're talking about nutrition and stuff like that. I know you started working with nutritionists.
Yeah, I did. So I was, I had done my own nutrition before, and the way I did it was, I did the feast or starve method.
Yeah, fucking don't do that.
yeah. So I would use because like when I took that fight at 140 pounds, I was, I had like 5 weeks notice, and I was walking around at like 172 or something like that. So like I dropped a ton of weight, and then my problem is I'm like really good at cutting weight. Like really, really good at it. I can sweat like you wouldn't believe. And so it's like, for me, it's like, it's like if you hit every green light on the way to work and you make it in 15 minutes, then for the rest of the time, you're like, oh, it only takes 15 minutes to get to work. So that was me. It's like, I can hit this weight doing it like this. So that's how I'm going to do it. So what I would do is I would use being booked for a fight as motivation to get in shape. So it's like when I'm booked, my discipline is perfect. And when I'm not booked, it's like the stick bends completely the opposite direction. I go nuts. And so all of my fight camps became about...
Your fat camp?
My fight camps became about losing the weight and not about like actually getting good and getting prepared. So like I remember...
skill.
Dude, I remember like I was basically starving myself for one of those fights. And there was one day where like I slipped up in an emotional weakness. Like I ate a slice of Wonder Bread or something. And my training sessions that night felt amazing because like I had some carbs in my system for the first time in like 4 weeks, and I was like, this is how I should be training all the time. Like I should feel good in training.
Yeah.
So you and I came to an agreement, and
you're ballooning up way too fucking much.
Yeah, I know.
Like, stop send this shit out.
You and I came to an agreement where you were like, I'm not going to book you unless you're at or below 165, and I was like, I agree to that.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, and then I had fun sense because I stayed fat. But I started. I did what I needed to do. Was I got help. Like I started talking to a nutritionist because it's like I know everyone knows nominally what eating healthy is, kind of. But like I needed my brain to get
surprising.
Not even though, right? Yeah, because you were right. Because like my wife, on the one hand, she's like, "Here, eat this. It's healthy." And you're like, "Why?" Well, because it's got so much protein. And I'm like, my problem isn't protein intake. My problem is it's like so many calories.
Yeah,
you know. But
it's not the right calories.
But also, like, she also had a point because when I did lose weight, I wasn't like watching my protein, and like I was probably losing a lot of muscle along with it. So I started working with a coach. If you're looking for a coach, I highly recommend a guy's name is Tony Christodoulou. His company is called Lifetime Transformations. He's like me. He's a fat kid on the inside. Like,
well, yeah, I saw you lost a bunch of weight. I'm like, oh shit.
I did. Yeah. Well, I needed someone that could help like fix my head and like the way that I had my relationship with food. And even still now, like I go nuts every once in a while, but now going nuts is like, okay, I ate like a little bit more of like, I ate a little bit more rice than I should have, or like I ate like half of a Halo Top thing of ice cream. Going nuts before used to be like, using bolt cutters and like breaking into a Ben and Jerry's in the middle of the night and like cleaning up.
You were like one of those.
I love ice cream, dude. Yeah. So I highly recommend Tony. So like, especially like if you have any trouble with nutrition or anything like that,
get a coach.
Yeah. Like, someone who's not just a nutritionist, but has a history with combat sports. So if you're a combat sport athlete and you want to get better, I recommend two things. One, keep listening to the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast. Two, look up Tony Christodoulou at Lifetime Transformations. He's the man.
Yeah. With that too, like when it comes to nutrition, like it took me a long time. I had to experiment a lot myself to figure out the kind of things that work.
Yeah.
And then when I came into coaching other people, it worked for some people, it didn't work for everybody too. Right. For myself.
That's the thing, man. It's like everyone's different.
Yeah. And then
like it's like a worn out saying, but it's true. It's like, but there are some things that are the same though too.
There is some things the same across the board, but then you add in the male female dynamic. Yeah, because women are completely fucking different.
Yeah,
like I had before, where a girl.
You've had a bunch of females.
Yeah, we had, at one point we used to joke like it's like who's penetrating into the or infiltrating. That was a poor choice of words. Who's infiltrating?
Relax, bro.
Who's infiltrating the women's only sparring class and get their ass kicked today? Because it was like mostly like women fighters.
Yeah,
like straight up. So, the big one was like. I had a girl and we were going to New York to WKA tournament. She weighed 143 and she had to be 135.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, we can do that. Like we have 2 days. Yeah. We get to New York. I didn't see her drink a sip of water, not a sip. Like, I gave her a handful of trail mix, no sodium. She somehow gained and weighed 152 pounds when we got to New York. That's wild. What the fuck? She made the weight. It wasn't fun. I talked to Mark Beecher. Shout out to Mark Beecher. I was like, dude, you trained a lot of women before. What do you do when they get on the road and they fly? He's like, they fucking cut it, dude. That's why you see sometimes they were having, like, you see women fights. They're like high level women. They just look flat because they're having like their body, their menstrual cycle. But
yeah,
even with that, with nutritionists, they're getting more and more. They figured out a way to work around that better and plan around that, around like women's menstrual cycles and stuff too. And it became a point like where, like when we're training women for competitions, like, hey, like where in your cycle is this weighing going to fall at? Because we need to prepare weight wise of where you're going to be at, right? To get ready.
It's one of the many things that it's like, this is a weird, uncomfortable conversation, but it's like you kind of have to say these things with your coach.
Yeah, you need to.
Especially if they actually, in your case, they happen to know what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, it's like you have to ask. It's like, yo, are you going to, because like, hey, if you balloon up, keep in mind, you might balloon up, how many pounds do you gain when you are on your period, right? If you gain 4 or 5 pounds, that's 4 or 5 pounds is you need to lose. Like, if you can lose it through dieting before, you should do that now, right? Rather than waiting and all of a sudden realizing you're 9 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
The day of weigh-ins. So, it's a hard thing, man. And then the thing is, men, women, they're all different and different body types, different dietary needs, different sizes, different metabolisms, all of it. So that's good that you're able to get that under wraps, man.
Yeah. It's still a work in progress, but, I don't have,
you're eating chicken salad tonight, man.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I don't have a whole lot of years of potential to compete left. You know, like I have a kid.
Yeah.
Like life's moving. And so, but we have a lot of people at the academy now that have only like either they saw me compete a long time ago or they hear people talk about it, but they've never seen me compete. And one of the last times I was there were a couple people that were like, oh man, I would love to see Connor fight. And I was like, all right, well, you know, I've got an ego. That's a great way to get me started.
I know a couple opponents for you. I know.
I know you sent me one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm at the point where like I'm past the point of saying maybe I will. It's like now or never. It's like either I'm going to do it or I'm not. So I think I'm going to pretty seriously consider like trimming off the rest of the weight, starting to get pretty serious about training. It's right when I was about to do that, I pulled a hamstring. So I'm kind of waiting for that to go away. But I think
welcome to your 30s, my friend.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, dude. Like everything slows down immediately. Like your metabolism, everything when you hit 30, it sucks.
But it's not right at 30. It's like it just starts like creeping.
Dude, for me, I noticed it at 30, but that's also because my last fight, I was like 29.
Oh, yeah. So, well, you know, and that's the other thing too is when it comes in like stuff slowing down, like I started noticing like 32-ish. That's right. I'm like, man, it hurts to run. Like my feet. Like, I used to get foot pain and stuff, but I was like, man, this really sucks. Like when it came into running and having to like figure out prehab to do, because I have flippers for feet. I should have been a swimmer.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go kick people and shit.
Yeah.
But that's life. So I definitely feel it more and more. And I think, you know, going into the nutrition stuff too, that's definitely helps. You have to know what to eat to keep.
And that's the hardest part for me. It's like the mindset. Like I'm pretty decent when it comes to that. You know, like cardio is always a work in progress for everyone. Like technique, I'm okay. So it's like the diet has been the missing piece of the puzzle for me for a long time. That's been the part that's held advancement in all the other areas back.
What kind of mouthpiece you got?
I use a Shock Doctor mouthpiece.
Is it capsule old or?
Yeah, it's one of the ones that like it's total like gel on the inside and then you bite down and it makes the mold. But I'm not super in love with it. It's not custom mold.
I recommend getting, so this is one of those things that's like a game changer. Like when you're talking about this, it's one of those things that I had an introspective moment for myself. And that's why I start carrying them is those impact mouthpieces. So there's a couple other companies out there, but it's really, people are like, oh, it must be hard. No, it literally has a molding kit. Like they give you 2 of them just in case you fuck it up.
That's good because every time I've fitted the Shock Doctor, I fucked it up.
Yeah.
every single time.
Well, this one, it's like a tray and you just bite down.
So I literally did it and I was like, well, that's my backup mouth guard. And I got another one. So most people don't bring a backup mouth guard to their competition.
You're supposed to have 2.
It's in the rules. It's in the rules. You got to have 2.
All right.
Sorry.
Won't let you not fight if you don't have 2, but you need to have 2.
Yeah, I always have 2.
So with it's really simple. You put it in your mouth, you have it sit there for a minute, you pull it out. They have a whole video how to do it. The box comes with the shipping label that you put it in a bag. You take a picture of it. First, you take a picture of it and you send it. They have an email address. You scan a QR code. You send it to them. And they let you know if the mold is good or not, or if you need to redo it. They usually let you know within like 24 to 48 hours. That's cool. Once you get that, they say, hey, send it in. Cool. You send it in. The shipping label's in there. It seals the box up. Literally the box that it comes in, it gets sent in that. And then in like 5 days, you have a custom molded mouthpiece. And it's your custom design. And they use the Eat Sleep TEEP. I give them the okay.
Honestly, I'm probably going to do that just because, you know, my mouth guard is so old and it's disgusting.
It's one of those things, man. Like I wish that somebody would have told me like, hey, you need to get one of these.
Yeah.
Because I saw it for so many years. I was like, my mouthpiece is not that bad. Like, it's okay. But as soon as I got it, I'm like, holy crap, I can breathe way better. Because you don't have to worry about it at all coming out and like choking or coming out.
What I really need is to just wear it all the time so I can't eat any food.
You need a double-sided mouthpiece.
That's the first one I ever used. First one I ever used was a double-sided mouthpiece.
Well,
and
me too.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
It's like you try to like chat a little bit between mouths and it's not at all. It's just like spit falling out of your face. So disgusting.
Yeah, the only time you should wear a double-sided mouthpiece is if you're
playing football. Dude.
No, yeah, braces too. Because like braces, it covers the bottom one.
Oh yeah,
kind of half.
That's right.
You can get away with it, but you'll end up getting your mouth cut up more.
I might have had braces at the time.
We'll use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
We're good. All right. But no, I have no excuse. I just wore it because I was like, oh, double-sided, more protection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's totally what I thought.
And sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
And that's one of those cases where less is more. You know, kind of going into it and everything too for your fighting and everything. Mm-hmm. So trim up, get your weight back underneath.
Yeah.
They're getting to 165. I know you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't start yourself.
I won't. No, I've learned my lesson.
So
I want to have enough energy to beat the crap out of all of our training partners, like Zach and Minnie.
So he's funny, man. He had I was hanging out with him with all of them at the academy for like the past week. I like train him. He's very coachable.
He is.
Very coachable.
He's very talented.
So for other people at the academy and stuff, when are you coaching that right now? Because usually it's like, I coach 1 day a week right now, right? You're busy at work.
I have folks cover for some of the other coaches cover for me a lot because I travel a decent amount for work. But right now I teach Thursday in the evenings. So I teach BAD class at 7:15 p.m. and I teach the fundamentals at 8 p.m. on Thursday evenings. Usually you can catch me in sparring right before that BAD class too. And then of course, like now that ever since we moved to the new location, I've been thinking like, hey, I want to get into like doing this a little more. I've been trying to show up to attend some more classes myself.
Yeah, just to train.
Yeah. But come to drilling and sparring at 6:30 on Thursday, so we can throw down before you come take my BAD class.
There you go. So with the new space and new motivations, obviously, for a lot of people, I think.
Oh yeah,
the energy's high right now, and very, like I said, it's an exciting time to be in sport. Like I was talking, it was like in Tulsi Gabbard. I think it's the first time a U.S. presidential candidate trained Muay Thai. Like,
yeah, publicly at least.
Yeah, as far as we know, right?
I mean, not a shocker that it was her. If you had to, yeah.
But
she's super outdoorsy.
In Thailand, so the interesting thing is, it's not just Asian.
She's an influencer for like, certain brands that that are like outdoorsy, like adjacent.
Okay. I don't know much about her. I know who she, like in general, who she is.
She's I think it's known that she's like an active person and that brand. Like I'm not like, I mean, I would have put my money on her before like Ted Cruz or Christy. That's all I'm saying. Think about the competition.
Hey, imagine Dan Crenshaw training Muay Thai.
Yeah, well, I guess that one's believable too. At least he did something semi-active.
Yeah, he was in combat. He's a combat vet. All right,
dude. Who cares?
I still have that meme saved in my phone.
Second only to Pelosi when it comes to like trading returns.
Is he?
Oh, he's up there, dude.
Oh, he's up there.
He's up there.
Is that what you sent me the bundle of sticks meme? Or was it you that sent that?
Oh, probably.
I saved it on my phone, dude.
Look, that guy's a clown.
Yeah, I saved it on my phone.
Don't get me started. Dude.
Well,
don't make this political.
I sent it to my European friends. I have some guys in Portugal and Thailand. Sent him. He's like, I don't get it. I'm like, go Google what
a bundle
of sticks is. Like, what is the word for a bundle of sticks? Yeah. And you'll realize what the meme was. So, and it was a bundle of sticks with an eye patch.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was for sure me. And if it wasn't, I would lie and say that it was.
I still have it because it's like, I still use like to this day when the timing comes up and what's the right crowd. But, seeing that too and coming out for the competitors and seeing that focus, where do you see Muay Thai going, right now from when you started? Yeah, well,
it could go a couple of different ways. Like it's definitely blown up in popularity. And I think like the fear is that
taekwondized?
Yeah, you don't want it to become, I mean, like really it's like sort of happening to jiu-jitsu a little bit where it's like a little bit McDojo-ized. But the nice thing is that at least with jiu-jitsu, like there's enough of a meritocracy of like, you can either tap the black belts in this gym where you can't, and your black belts are either succeeding in competition or they're not, where it's hard for it to completely become the laughing stock that karate and taekwondo have become in America. And like Muay Thai, again, it's like that's bolstered by full contact competition to keep it.
It's like, what can you produce?
Yeah, it's like the people that are teaching are either competing or have competed or they're not.
Or they're making good competitors too.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like,
it's not, like I don't like, Manny Pacquiao doesn't need to watch Freddie Roach win a fight to learn from Freddie Roach. No. Right. But if people like Freddie Roach are making people like Manny Pacquiao better, then like, that's good. Besides, like as long as people stay with gyms that have like good competition records and that they're fighting in actual Muay Thai rules.
And they can produce. That's why.
Exactly.
Produce. Yeah, really produce.
So like, hopefully we see more and more Muay Thai pop up. Hopefully there are more shows. Hopefully it'd be really great to see a professional promotion take off more in the US, whether it's one championship, having more shows here, because they're doing a great job of making Muay Thai more popular. Granted, it's not the most authentic version of Muay Thai.
I think they're trying to get to the state of Arizona.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
because I know they've had several fights in Denver, right?
Yeah, because the Denver Boxing Commission accepted their modification to the unified rules of MMA.
Okay,
and in turn, UFC actually said, "Well, we're not going to come to Colorado anymore." It took them 3 years. They eventually came back.
Yeah,
they left Colorado.
I mean, that's the thing. Like the UFC just copied Craig Jones's jiu-jitsu format. So it's not out of the realm of possibility to eventually have a Muay Thai promotion.
My last episode was literally just about this, but he talked to Dana White, got asked if he'd promote kickboxing. He said, no, like why wouldn't I do Muay Thai instead?
Yeah, he said that. But he kind of said it like, why would I do that when I wouldn't even do Muay Thai and Muay Thai is better?
Yeah.
Or he said more violent.
Yeah, more violent.
Which obviously, like for him as a promoter, he's like, yeah, it's better.
Yeah. So the thing is with it, like I talked a lot about like his era that he grew up. He saw a lot of promoters from that era, like PKA, old school kickboxing, that tried to promote it, and they fell flat on their face because they didn't get it. Right? Yeah, they're not doing it. So there's some new promoters that are out there, I think, that are hitting it. Warriors Cup is one of them. They're doing a show every month in New York. Pro name, high level. It's doing great. They're bringing it to the West Coast. They're supposed to be this Thursday. They're supposed to be in LA, but because of the riots, the show got canceled. Yeah. So there is Coalition Muay Thai. That's another one from New Mexico, and they're doing it in Texas also. There's there's promoters out here. There's Samurai Soul does pro and amateur, and he's done, I think there's done like 9 of them now. And then there's also SAA Alliance has done a lot of amateur, and they've done a couple pro shows also. And I know there's going to be more. Like, it's just, it's one of those things there was no avenue for anybody to develop pro fighters.
Yeah. I'd like to see it get to a point where it's like people who are only tangentially related to Muay Thai, maybe they just know combat sports in general. And they know the names of one of those. Because it's like people that, like, there are people that today are still like, yeah, there hasn't been any pro Muay Thai in the U.S. since Lion Fight. It's like a lot of people are familiar with the name Lion Fight.
Yeah, they still know that there's other stuff.
Exactly. So I would like to see like some of those promotions get to that level of notoriety.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Muay Thai ever in the UFC, because that would be like that might be Dana White admitting that somebody else has like a good thing going, and like, oh, I don't want to become like one championship because we're better than one championship.
Well, yeah, but
I wouldn't be shocked if that's part of it.
If someone comes up with a good business model and they're making money with it, he's going to do it. Because that's what they do with MMA.
Just to think, it's like just a lot of the guys that are like, he can keep, obviously he do whatever he wants, but I mean like MMA is always going to be the crown jewel of the UFC, and that makes sense.
Yeah. But
it's like you see guys that like they aren't hanging in there as much anymore, and so they leave and they go do bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see, like, not that I want Muay Thai to be the fallback for aging out MMA fighters, but the point is that there's markets for other combat sports out there that like guys are going into. And like even there's even been some guys that like, was it John Fitch that fought Asa Tenpao in Muay Thai rules? And it was John Fitch's first Muay Thai fight. Yeah, he fought Asa Tenpao and won championship. He won.
Oh, yeah.
He knocked him out, dude.
I remember that.
Yeah, John Fitch is like 90 years old.
I think he broke his orbital, too.
I think so. He hits hard.
Yeah, I think he broke his orbital. Yeah. I remember that.
Is it John Fitch or am I?
I don't think it's John Fitch.
It's not John Fitch.
No.
Why am I saying that?
Pull that shit up. Why you're getting that, too, man. Like, Asa Tenpao, man. He's knocked out 600 Kronbong. Did you see that one yet?
No, I didn't.
So, yeah, he knocked out the man who yields to no one.
John Lineker.
John Lineker.
I don't know why I got
like John Fitch. John Lineker.
Not John Fitch. John Lineker.
But
that dude hits so hard.
Yeah,
it's scary. Yeah, his first ever Muay Thai fight. He KOs Asa Tenpao.
It's those tiny gloves fucking changed the game.
Yes,
right.
And he just came forward and was aggressive.
So going back on UFC and what they're doing, so they actually I just got an advertisement. They're pushing the small, like the Globo UFC gyms.
Yeah.
They're now doing small, like, jiu-jitsu studio franchises of UFC gyms.
Really?
It just rolled out with their whole
without, like, the cryo chamber.
Yeah, without all that stuff. So it's just the jiu-jitsu facility. because they're doing the same, but it's the same model that Gracie Barra. For anybody that doesn't know, Gracie Barra has been around Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They're kind of known as like they laugh at McDonald's and Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Because it's a major franchise, right? So now for the first time, I think this is probably like 10th Planet is actually a licensed model. It's not a franchise. I think this is actually the second like big franchise that's kind of rolling into Jiu-Jitsu, and it's the UFC, along with their UFC promotion platform. So I think it's a marketing thing. I think it's going to be pretty fucking successful.
Probably.
Yeah, because of that. So I think, and of course, not a lot of people are going to flock to it, but they can open up in those places where they don't have, access to.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to align more and more with the combats,
but I bet you there's going to be one opening up in Ventura.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm
in the UFC gym once ever. It's the one in Oxnard, and I hated it when I was.
Why?
Because
I've never been.
Part of it was that I hadn't been to like a commercial gym in a while. So like I went in there to just do some powerlifting with my buddy. And like, first of all, I look and I see like there's a dude trying to teach like a kickboxing class in the octagon that they have, while it's like right next to like they're blasting music for like everyone who's in there to lift. And I'm like, that would be annoying to be teaching that. But also I'm like, it's been a while since I've been to a major commercial gym at like 6 p.m. on a weekday.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like the Serengeti, dude. People are dressed to fuck in there, dude. It's crazy. It's like everyone's in there, like, it's like tight leggings that are up everyone's ass. And it's just like, I don't want to be in here.
Hey,
like,
dude,
I'm married. I got a kid. Like, what the,
I avoid,
it was like being in a nightclub.
I go to EOS Fitness.
It's like, I want to do deadlifts and make weird sounds. I don't want to. I don't want to watch some chick who's waiting to get hit on.
I go to EOS Fitness in Scottsdale, and I'm very much like I like that. I go there at daytime. Nighttime it gets kind of crazy. Daytime it's just people lifting, doing work. There's no crazy shit like that. Yeah. So it's like for me, I'm like I avoid at all costs. I try not to go after like 4 p.m. because if I go after that, it's just getting fucking crazy. Probably not to that level of like a place like that. But
there's just like a lot of like early 20s to early 30s people in there, and I'm just like, this is just not like, it's just so busy.
Well, that's very much their target audience.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Totally. Yeah. So I think if they go and they open places that maybe like put some of that stuff to the side and they focus more on jiu-jitsu, like that would probably make a lot of sense, especially if they focus on kids programs and there's, parents that aren't super into it, but their kids want to do it. And they're like, oh yeah, like UFC, they have a thing. Yeah, I'm taking my son to do UFC.
You can work out while they do the class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So, going on to that too, let's, if you're going to go back, like if you're going to give baby Muay Thai Connor some advice, what would you give baby Connor as that advice? This is the advice like you give to a beginner. What would you say?
The advice that I give to a beginner. Yeah. So this is the advice that I give to a ton of people. It's that you need to, try to treat hitting the bag and hitting the pads the same. Like you need to think of those the same way that you think of sparring. When I first started martial arts, like I was really good. Like I was super good on the pads and on the bag. It's like, you tell me to step this way and do it this way when I kick, no problem. I'll never do it wrong again. I was excellent. And I trained for a couple of years like that. And then the first time I go to spar, it's like, it was like a totally different thing. And I treated hitting pads like a separate sport than I did sparring. Like I wouldn't do the things in sparring that I ever did on the pads. It wasn't the same at all.
You didn't treat it the same.
No, not at all. And like, you just need to think it's like when I'm hitting the pads, like I need to act the way that I act when I'm sparring. Yeah. And it's like, I try to get people to do that. It's like, hey, the combination doesn't end after you've hit the last shot in the combo. Yeah. Combination ends when you've done that and you've disengaged and then you moved around and all this stuff. It's like, then if you want to take a break and you want to breathe or whatever, like fine. But like, like be tired. Just don't show me that you're tired. Stuff like that. Like,
that word doesn't exist.
I know. It's like, a lot of it's on the pad holder to like just up the intensity with
making sure they're moving and stuff.
Subtle things that they can do, but you'll just get better so much faster if like you don't hit the bag to like kill time and like, oh, I'm working out. Like if you think like, no, I'm sparring, I'm moving, I'm not saying that you have to like add in a ton of defense or whatever, but I think like just the mindset that you take when you hit pads is very important, and you can accelerate your growth, because what happens is you spar for a while and then finally you're like, oh, you know what? I should probably be drilling this stuff more on the pads. And then the other thing that I've said to a lot of people is like, figure out what you're good at. Like, because one, like just doing that causes people to think critically about what they're actually good at. But usually someone gets complimented on something, like, oh, hey, like your right kick is really good. And whether it's true or not, you're like, yeah, my right kick is really good. And then you start doing a bunch of things to set up your right kick. Yeah. It's like, figure out what you're good at. And then tell your coaches like, hey, this is something that I'm good at. This is something that I want to do. This is my favorite combo. And we can give you more ways to set up your best thing.
But there's an important detail there that you covered.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure people don't glance over, is you have to do all the things, figure out what is working for you.
Yeah.
Don't go in there with this thing like, I'm a Muay Thai fighter and I'm 5'6". I'm a knee fighter. It's like, no, bro. Like, that's not going to work out so good for you. Find what works for you, right? Exactly. Before you do this.
Yeah. No, totally.
That's one of the things I think it's key for people.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, there are some people that like, you know, like they just, for whatever reason, they have it figured out. Like they kick like super well. And there's other people and it's like, hey, you're super good at like throwing straight punches. Like you would be shocked, for those of you that haven't seen like relatively new people fight, how rare like a good straight punch is in a fight between two people who are debuting full contact. Like it's so much like crazy.
Everything's
like,
round.
Rock'em sock'em. Yeah. It's like, it's rare. Like I remember the first time Ryan courted me, he's like, your right cross is really good, man. And I'm just like, I mean, I just punch in a straight line, dude. And he's like, yeah, but no one does that with you.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. You'd be surprised, like the weird things that people do when they're like, you know, when they're open to getting hit back full force and they think that everything is going to get blocked if they punch straight.
We need to get your ass to Thailand, dude.
Dude, I want to go so bad.
I know, but it's hard with that.
It's getting really hard with life.
Yeah, like
I want to get in shape and then I want to go. Ideally, what would be great is I want to fight in Thailand too. So
let's fight in December.
Well, that I'm saying that would be great if I could fight here again so people could see, and then I go fight in Thailand.
Yeah, we can do it.
That'd be great because then I get to retire. Because in Thailand it's all pro.
No, but I mean, no, it's not. Like so some of the rules have changed on fighting in Thailand.
Yeah, well,
but yeah, I know you.
If my send off is I have a fight in Thailand, that's how I want to do it.
Better fuck
then
dude.
Then I get to say. What do you think I'm going to plan to lose?
I don't fucking know.
Fuck,
I don't know. Dude. Yeah, but you gotta get out there. We're gonna do another Thailand training camp trip. For anybody's interested, Thailand.pu'umuaythai.com.
Yeah,
come out.
It'd be sick, man.
Dude, it was the last trip was freaking epic, and the one before that with Ed and everybody too was super awesome. So always a good group. Right now is like the best time to be in Thailand, and like because it's changing so much in Thailand. Mm-hmm. It's important that you get there as soon as possible because it's the old version of Muay Thai is going away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for better or worse. So only time will tell. I think there'll be a cycle. I think it'll come back. I've talked about this a lot, but it'll probably be like a decade before that happens. Jesus. So go back and see it now. Go see it now. So that way when you decade, like, I remember this.
I want to go. Yeah. Yeah. Before I have more and more kids.
Awesome, man. Get out there. It's like almost 10:30.
Dang, yeah, it is.
Place
for having me, dude. It's been fun. It's been a while.
Thanks for coming in. I know. It's good to catch up and shoot shit. It's like, I know we talk about WhatsApp or in meetings or whatever, phone, sometimes just call, say what's up, but it's nice to like hang out.
Yeah, nice to come by and
come on here,
do this in person.
TEEP Studios. Like when you came here, I know it was like an actual office. Like I thought there's.
Yeah, I thought you were doing it out of your house, dude.
No,
there's an actual office.
Actual recording space, right? Well, thank you. For anybody that's out there, make sure to like and subscribe. If you are on YouTube, hit the subscription button.
YouTube.
Yeah, we have some awesome guests coming in down the pipe here at TEEP Studios. Actually, we got a lot of people coming in, and just everybody that's been out there and supporting. Shout out to all the Pu'u Muay Thai students been out there. Make sure to keep Coach Connor on his toes, even if he pretends that he didn't pull his hamstring. You can still kick his ass. Okay,
I'm impossible to hurt. Yeah. So good luck.
Yeah. All right. With that said, I'll see you guys next time. Sweaty cup.
Sweaty cup.